Allow me to paint the court a picture of the Renaissance. The Renaissance was a time of rebirth, the rebirth of human society, human culture, art, literature, and this man that sits before you today put that all in jeopardy. He destroyed what it meant to live in the Renaissance. Let me bring you back 5 years ago to the day, at a time when Florence was in a state of prosperity, freedom, and this amazing embodiment and growth of art and literature. Let me take you back to a time under Lorenzo the Magnificent, a time where this Renaissance, this belief and rebirth of society was truth, and it was happening all around us under the great artists like Michelangelo and others just like him. Let me take you back to the time of Lorenzo the Magnificent. On his deathbed, when he lied in piercing agony to die in 1492, let me take you back to that time when this man, Savonarola, was called upon his deathbed by Lorenzo the Magnificent, king and savior of Florence. He was called to his deathbed, and Lorenzo begged him to offer him absolution. What did this man do? He said no. He condemned this man to hell for one reason only. Lorenzo the Magnificent had embraced the spirit that was the Renaissance. He had embraced the spirit that was freedom. He had embraced the spirit of culture and art and music and the pursuit of knowledge. Lorenzo the Magnificent had embraced this, and for that, Savonarola condemned him. After Lorenzo's death in 1492, Savonarola became the new, in all but the crown, the new king of Florence. With this power, what did he do? Did he give the people newfound freedom? No. One of the first acts that he did as this new ruler of Florence, what did he do? He hosted public book burnings. Not only book burnings, he burned art. He made his own artists, like Botticelli, burn his own paintings. Obviously, he didn't force them to do this, but he convinced them to do this. He corrupted their souls in the name of Christianity. He strove to make Florence a purely religious society, and in the process, he committed murder. He beat people. He encouraged prostitution. This man who says he is a pure Christian did wholly unchristian acts. A people that were once happy, prosperous, and flourishing in the arts and their culture were reduced to a state of barbarism by you, Savonarola.
Is it barbarism to strive to save the people of temptations of sin? I created a Christian society, one that was humble and free from the earthly temptations. Only then could the people be free to achieve salvation and happiness.
But in the process of this happiness that he described and he created, he made a people wholly unhappy. He beat them, he killed them, he murdered them. He destroyed their art that they worked hundreds of years to create. He destroyed everything that every creative person in Florence had held dear for hundreds of years. This man that he says he strove to create happiness did not care how they lived in their current lives. All this man before you cared about was their afterlife. We cannot hold the people of Florence to that standard. They have to hold for themselves the standard that they live now, not for their afterlife that this man promotes. They will achieve happiness in their life, and then the afterlife will follow. This man committed terrible acts against humanity. He murdered, he stole, he killed, he betrayed, and this man deserves to be punished in this court of law for his crimes against humanity. But you, Savonarola, forcibly suppressed the people that trusted you, gave them their lives, and you betrayed that trust. Through tyranny, you suppressed them. What do you have to say for yourself, Savonarola?
I did in the name of God. It is not for the court of the question of the actions of God our Father.